The first thing is that you need to have your arm candy on. Because people will be so bored and they'll just click off.
That's so true.
So that while
Make
you're
it look
unpacking it,
pleasing.
they're thinking, what is that? What ring is she wearing?
Hello guys, welcome back to this week's The Lovin Show. I'm back with my co-host Casey.
Hello.
And for today's episode, we've got a very, very inspiring guest. One of Dubai's most famous shoppers, Dubai's most famous shopper and stylist, Nicole on Trend.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
You're
So
welcome
excited.
to the show.
Thank you.
So your Insta feed, let's just talk about your Insta feed. It's so mind-boggling. You've got about 475,000 followers. How did you build it? And can you tell us what you do exactly for those of them who aren't as familiar with, shoppers?
With
and
what I do.
stylists?
Okay, so I'm a personal shopper and stylist. So I hunt down special pieces for clients, and I also clear out their cupboards, their wardrobes. So every season I'll go in and, if they've had a baby or something and the clothes don't fit, I, throw out or whatever what they don't need. And then we reshuffle and then make a list of what we want. And on the personal shopping front, most of my clients are regular. My client list is closed at the moment. It's full. So I don't really take on any new clients, but I do have occasional celebrities flying in that they book me for, and then I will do a bit of shopping whilst they're in Dubai.
Wow.
It isn't actually that
Sounds so
glamorous.
exclusive,
It
though.
isn't. I've often got my head in a wardrobe, and someone's covered in their smelly shoes and just clearing out belts
No,
or something.
we've
The
seen-
fairy fashion, you know?
we've seen your
Sounds glam
Instagram.
still.
So my Instagram is a really fun take on what I do, and it's supposed to be very much in a humorous way of the format. So I started doing Instagram originally to generate new business. It's like a marketing tool. It's a great free marketing tool, Instagram. And then it just sort of had a life of its own. And then I started to have really good fun with it. And I was saying, okay, well, let's I could gauge what people liked, and then kind of went down the lines that I could see that was generating the most volume of followers and people. So
Cool. Well, we'll talk about those kind of
Okay.
viral videos in a little bit, but you mentioned regular clients. I'm just so interested in like the personal shopping side of it. If you have a regular client, do they come to you with specific requests? We're talking about like, do they shop by brands? Do they shop by season? Do they shop by it's Sunday, so I want a whole new wardrobe? How does it work?
it really varies. So some will shop depending if they're going on holiday and they need a wardrobe or extras for that particular trip they're going on. Some will be sourcing the it bag or the it shoes for that season,
Sure.
which are very hard to get. So that's where I come in and, get hold of all my contacts and try to hunt down these pieces for clients. So that's another side. And then sometimes I'll see them regularly, but most of these ladies and men are traveling or busy. So I very rarely get to take them to a store. I think I did a bit in the beginning, but then after that, I know them very well. So I shop for them, and then I know what they like, but they don't really have time to do it, which is why I'm doing it for them.
Okay, well, judging from your feed, it looks like budget is not an issue at all. Have you ever had to source maybe something totally unique, like a specific item?
To be honest, most of my clients are into very high-end luxury, and some there's the common high street as well.
Right.
It's good to mix
That's true.
luxury with high street. Particularly if it's a trend, then I think high street's better rather than spending a fortune on luxury. But have I ever sourced things? I mean, yeah, sometimes one brand will only make 5 of something. Like, I don't know if you saw recently the egg bag.
I saw
Or was
on
that the
your feed,
avocado? Yeah,
absolutely, Louis
that's
Vuitton.
super limited and very rare. And that happens a lot with the different brands. So it would be my job to hunt one down, assuming they've given me notice as well, because sometimes they'll see something and want it and be like, well, why didn't you tell me that, before? So it's, I do get special requests.
It's amazing.
And is there like a personal shopping rush? Like, are there other shoppers that you'd be battling with to get those key pieces?
No. No, but well, there will be a rush, but I have my contacts and I assume they do too.
Okay.
And sometimes, if you, on the odd occasion, if you can't get something, well, maybe they didn't give me notice or something, but usually I can get hold of it.
Amazing.
But I think as well, because I'm here and then you've got worldwide international shoppers as well.
That's
so
true.
I guess I just have my own market that I manage here.
So we touched base on this earlier, but has there ever been an extravagant request that completely shocked you? from any of your clients?
Um,
Or in all your career, really?
Not really.
No.
No, it's
It's the
sorry.
standard.
It's quite generic. Yeah, there isn't. I mean, there's some unique household things that people want, but they're not. They're not that
It's
unusual.
intriguing to us, though. I think
Well, there was the LV lamp. I don't know if you saw that. Someone had an interior piece that was. It's in Louis Vuitton. It's a beautiful lamp that I wasn't sure if it was a flashlight that you put in a tent. It's like in the tent you put the oil lamp. It looks like an oil lamp. But I didn't know what that was when they sent it to me.
I didn't even know Louis Vuitton made lamps. There you go.
There you go.
Exactly. So
it's pretty extravagant.
So that one, and that was extravagant because it wasn't your normal lamp. So when I saw a picture of it, I was like, why do they want an oil lamp? But anyway, so that was original. But generally, the ladies are after what they see perhaps at award ceremonies or in your magazines. So
the ones that don't come in a lot of quantity, basically. Also, so
I mean, also
limited exclusivity.
And also jewelry. Although I usually advise more on the jewelry, but husbands tend to want to take wives in. That's quite a big personal gift, and it's a personal moment when you want to go in. But I can help source it. But usually, jewelry is something that hubbies do with their wives.
Nice. Take notes, guys.
Yes.
I mean,
before the interview, you mentioned that you've been doing this for like 15 years in Dubai, which I think is really interesting because it's kind of before luxury fashion was a thing here. Even.
Yeah.
How does one get started in a career in personal shopping? Was it a straight, easy path, or
it was complete accident? It was nothing I had planned. I had the children at home, and we just moved here. And I was going back to London quite a bit and sourcing items for friends, because we didn't have what we have now so much. So I would pick up this and I'd get a long list. I was thinking, maybe we can do something here then. And then I started I think I got a friend of mine recommended somebody who wanted something, and I started charging. And that just went from there. So it wasn't at all planned. I don't have that background. So I was in graphic design in banks in London. But I've always loved fashion. And it just snowed. I don't know. It just did its own thing.
You just fell into it.
And I started part-time because I had the boys at home. And then the boys went off to boarding school. And then I was in London so much, it got quite easy to source things from the UK.
I also wanted to ask, where do you draw inspiration? Like, let's say, some clients are like, I want, something trendy. Like, what if they have no idea about their personal style? Then you come in, obviously, and you tell them what they can work with. Where do you draw inspiration?
Well, everyone's individual, so you look at them and then you see what they're doing as a job, or if they're a mom, or if they're single, where they live, where they're based. So your wardrobe is usually
I like that. You're looking at the convenience of their lifestyle as well.
Because wardrobe, your clothes have to be wearable. There's no point in having a wardrobe that just fits, in one night out or something. So there is no fixed formula for anyone. But one thing is that you need to try and get them out of their comfort zone from whatever they're wearing at the moment, which is very hard. And sometimes they keep saying, but really, and do you like it? It's like, well, you hired me, so yes. And you kind of say yes. So and sometimes yes. So you've got to move them from. That's why they've asked me to come in to get them off whatever it is they're wearing.
That's so cool.
Well, fashion is such a personal thing, obviously.
It's a personal thing, yeah.
But so your Instagram feed is full of viral videos, and we're actually going to do an unboxing a little bit, which I'm really excited about. And they've gone, when I say viral, I'm talking millions, hundreds of thousands.
I know, that was crazy.
Regular. How often is that? And do you have any a formula or a favorite video?
I think at the time, now Instagram's, the algorithms changed somewhat. So everyone's views and likes have come down, and it's all kind of just calmed down. Not quite sure why. But there wasn't a formula there. The fun aspect was always put into the videos, as was
still there.
Really, I hope so. Well, I hope so, because I have a very British sense of humor. Now, that didn't always go down well in this region. I think now my followers understand that and they know. But when it's reposted, it can be misinterpreted to be rude or diva, which was what happened once when my account. Yeah.
I remember that, actually.
Yeah. So then, so otherwise, I think my account was more is more. It wasn't less is more. And, so it was just making it as more interesting to stand out, because the platform has so many videos and everyone can end up looking the same or doing the same. So you need to just try and jazz it up to think, well, what would you be interested in, and what would you watch? And there's a way of filming it so that you think, well, what's going to happen now?
And is there a favorite one that you have?
The favorite one I have was the first one that went nuts. I'm
trying to see if it's the one that I like.
I'm coming out of them all with what is really a bag ensemble of, it's kind of assembled bags around an assistant's body. And it's very well known on Instagram. And I don't think everyone knows it's me, because it got reposted everywhere. And it still gets reposted now. It was even on Richard Madden, put it on his feed. But I wasn't tagged. So if I had been tagged for everyone that had posted that, I mean, I think people have just lost whose it was originally. I don't think they did it on purpose, but it was so frustrating to just see it. And then people said, well, why don't you watermark your videos? And I looked into it and it just didn't look as nice.
It doesn't look as nice.
And I thought, you know what, if I don't get tagged, it's fine. I didn't want to start watermarking. I did think about it, but I didn't. So do you know that one? I'm coming out of them all of the
pretty iconic.
I love that
is
video.
The Dubai, the ultimate Dubai vibe.
I think you did write a story about it because there was a divided opinion. So we want.
That was now that one I read. So that came after that. That was the same variation of that was another cut of that video. Okay. And the other one is, if you scroll back further, I'm actually coming out of them all of the Emirates. So that one was shot inside. Okay. And yes, and that one I left the comment, hurry up, stop complaining. Well, obviously I didn't mean hurry up, stop complaining, because that's just exactly what was I thought of when I saw it. Like, because obviously they're dying with all this heavy stuff.
It's a fun take.
It was a fun take, but it got reposted here locally, and I think people thought, well, what does she mean? That's so rude. Why don't you help? And I was thinking, well, the whole point is that I'm supposed to be a diva and I'm not helping. That was the point of the whole video. But anyway, most people thought that was hilarious. But yeah, it did get taken off, which I was very...
that we did not know. But you seem to, we saw this in many of the videos. You know, she'll come out with Louis Vuitton, Chanel bags. There's a Chanel bag right here for the unboxing. Stay tuned for that, guys. But what brands, do you know what brands are trending right now? Like, and what brands kind of never go out of style?
Louis Vuitton never goes out of style. It's always busy. There's always a demand. There always has been, and I think there always will be. The service is amazing at Louis Vuitton. Chanel as well, I think. We had a big surge on Gucci last year and maybe the year before. That was really in with the new design.
They did the streetwear.
They did the streetwear, and it was so trendy, and it is still trendy. Yeah. Valentino as well. I think this year is the year of maybe Bottega is coming in. They're having some cool boots coming in, and a good line. And Dior as well. It was big last year.
Do you have a personal favorite out of all these high-end brands?
I always said I was a Chanel girl, but I don't know now.
Why is that?
Well, because I love Louis as well, and then I'll go into Dior and just fall in love with their ready-to-wear and wish I didn't have 3 children, could just be dressed in, because it's such an occupational hazard. You just go in, you're buying for clients, you just think, well, I just wish I didn't have 3 kids because I want that now. And so, I mean, they're all beautiful designers, but yeah, I would say between Louis and Chanel, maybe.
Before we get to the unboxing, just one last question in terms of styling, and we're going to point at us, but also in general, what are let's do us. What are key styling tips you would recommend for a casual gal who wants to look a little bit better, not on a designer?
You mentioned high end, low end, a mix of both.
Definitely,
too. How can people do that in a good way?
So you need to buy strategically. So I would recommend every girl should have very good tailored blazers. So if you're coming into work, and that you can get those either high end or low end. I mean, Zara do amazing blazers. True. I was wearing a Zara one, but I think if you want to go in the Balmain one, designer, or Alexander McQueen, the fit is unbelievable. Those are the kinds of things I would hunt down on sale.
Okay.
So I would know when they're coming on sale and get, a nice set of blazers, nice set of shirts. I bought a lot last year on sale. Of very well cut shirts from all the high end brands, like the Row. They do, but they're all so expensive. But on sale you can find them. The outlet mall here is incredible for that. And you need trousers as well. I'm big on pantsuits. I'm not as keen on skirts anymore. I think because the AC as well, I get quite cold. Yeah. No, it's weird. You live in Dubai, but half the time we're cold, and I'm live in the mall, so I can get quite
pretty much.
You're surprised? I live in
the dream. Okay, cool. So would you say your a capsule collection really works best with this, and then maybe accessories.
Yeah, I think
luxury.
I'm
like
big on
one
accessories. Accessories can just change up whatever you are wearing. So I would, always have staple bling.
She does
Wherever.
have her arm
Also
candy.
these nails,
Wherever.
by the way.
Okay, so
If
these are
only you guys
new.
can see this right now.
Yeah.
Which camera can show the fabulosity
Here,
that is her
or-
nails right now?
I'm just got into designer nails. I did Chanel last month. I've done Fendi this month. I thought it was fun.
nail art. It's fun.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
I love that,
It's
it
too
is
short.
fun.
I probably will go back to a phase of wanting just plain pink or
French,
something,
yeah.
or French. But it just depends on your mood, doesn't it? Sometimes you
true.
just can't stand color,
That is
and
true.
sometimes you can. So yeah, going back to styling for work and yourself. So shoes as well. I would also invest in shoes. I
That's
tend
true.
not to buy high street shoes just because I found the quality isn't as good. It's almost a false investment sometimes.
Oh.
And bags as well, I would invest in. So shoes and bags, I would invest in. But belts and accessories now, like Zara has some amazing ones. So does COS. COS has really good clothes.
And
Knit
earrings, I
wear.
find it's got good gold stuff, I think.
Sorry, where?
Earrings cost.
Yeah, COS. As does Uterek. Never know how to
Never
say
heard,
that.
never
It's
heard of
Zara's slightly higher version of their high street store.
Okay.
There's one in the MOE that they're great for.
Hacks. You
Yeah.
guys are learning.
Uterek, yes.
Love that. Thank you
Okay.
so much. So
Pleasure.
now we really loved. We've been so curious, getting to know the answer that we just got from her. But now for the fun part.
Okay.
Can I get it?
Yes.
You tell them I'll get it.
We are gonna play. You know how we always have a game every week, different guest, different game for each
I'll
guest.
put these
We are
over
gonna
here.
do a viral unboxing.
Should I put them over here?
No worries. We're gonna do a viral unboxing with Nicole because why not? She has a bunch of these videos.
Yes, here.
Look at this.
Guys.
Okay, so
Who
first
are
we
we?
turn it around
Who
to
are
the
we?
camera. So when we're doing unboxing, there's a whole formula to doing it. So,
Yes, please.
well, the first thing is that when you're, am I going to start?
Yes, please. Go
The
ahead.
first thing is that you need to have your arm candy on because people will be so bored and they'll just click
That's
off.
so true.
So that while
Make
you're
it look
unpacking
aesthetically
it,
pleasing.
they're thinking, what is that? What ring is she wearing? What,
Yeah.
bracelets are on?
Make the
So,
most of
guys,
that,
a
you
bit
know.
of background for unboxing. They can get you hundreds of thousands of views
Well-
on Instagram and YouTube, and they're huge, right?
Yeah, they are huge. But another thing I would say is do not dilly-dally. I speed my videos up. I think back
Okay.
in the day, everyone was very excited about looking at what's in, but you need to get on with it as well.
True.
So I would speed this up because people are busy. They can see hundreds of these a day, so you need to, get on with it. Otherwise, they click off. I certainly would click off someone's if this wasn't speeded up. So
You are
here
now
you
also
go.
getting
Sometimes
social
you
media
watch,
tips
you
from
see
Nicole.
the end, then I end up watching something like 40.
When they're watching it
Totally.
again.
Or a Chanel
Okay,
bag,
so
yes.
then I would give it a shake. Like, ooh, what have we got here? And then you sort of peel. Now, people love when you're peeling off the sticker.
To be honest, there's something to it. There's
There-
something to it.
there-
And I
and
wouldn't
it-
even rip off the... See, that hurts.
Yeah,
this is
I know.
scary
Something
that
I
you-
do get messages
That
saying,
hurts
"Why
me.
did you just rip it?"
This is something we could save for later.
Wow.
So this is one of the original
Amazing.
vintage Chanel bags with.
It's a classic.
I can't relate.
This
guys.
doesn't have a flap. So the original ones did not have a flap. Now they do. So this is actually one
Yeah,
of the
I've never
very
got-
sought
I've never
after
touched one
bags.
before, so I
Fill
feel
your
like that's
boots.
And you've got the silver hardware.
And a silver
Beautiful.
hardware, yeah. And now another trend that's coming, because
Christmas
you were
present.
saying about
Yeah.
trend. Little bags are over.
Is
Big
it done?
bags
Is that
are back.
done?
Yes.
2020, no more little
No
bags.
more little bags. It's
This is
all going to be
amazing.
about the bigger bags
So
now.
this is it.
We can actually fit things in our bags this
This is
time.
a great daily size
Well,
Yeah,
bag.
the mini bag
We would
trend
ta-
didn't work out.
Mini
for
bag
me.
trends are over.
It wasn't
Big
a
bags
thing.
are back in.
This is
So yeah,
special. Guys,
This
who
is
are we?
Every-
What have we become?
every girl needs to have one. And just one. You do.
I
Every
feel
girl
like, yeah,
needs
it is
one.
a staple.
Small or
Classic
big.
And
black
it's something you
Chanel.
like hand down. So if your mom has one, then you can share with your mom.
If
It's
you
a
look at
family-
all the old movies, they've all got them.
You know what? This does give me kind of like a 50s kind of flashback. I
Very,
don't know
very,
why.
very classic.
Right?
Yeah, and I
Look
have
at
no
that quilt.
daughters. I have 3 sons.
Love in Dubai is available for adoption. Thank you. Or I'm sure your sons will have girlfriends. They'll be vying
yeah.
for your.
She's like, I roll.
What age are they?
18, 17 and 11.
Those
But I-
girls are vying for
I have
your girl.
gorgeous nieces, so they've been getting quite a lot lately. So they're
Wow.
delighted the fact they
Lucky
haven't got
you
it. Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Well, I'm thoroughly shocked and awed by this unboxing. Thank you so much
My
for coming
pleasure.
and for getting to know you a little bit better. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
there's like so much more going on that we could just delve into. It's been really cool having you. Thank you so much.
Thank
My
you,
pleasure.
Nicole.
Thanks for having
Thank
me.
Okay. Guys, that is our show. We are back same time, same place next week. See you then. Thank you, Nicole. Bye.
Bye.